In the last game of the October 1991 LSAT, we encounter a dog show with 6 dogs, being P, Q, R, S, T, and U. And these dogs being entered in a dog show where 4 of them are going to get ribbons, placing first, second, third, and fourth, 2 of which will not receive ribbons. All right, so turning our attention now to the conditions, the first condition tells us that each dog is either a Greyhound or a Labrador, but not both. So we know that if not Greyhound, then Labrador, and if not Labrador, then Greyhound, but also not both. So if Greyhound, then not Labrador, and if Labrador, then not Greyhound. It then tells us that 2 of the 6 dogs are female and 4 are male. So we have 2 female dogs and 4 male dogs. The third condition tells us that the judge awards ribbons to both female dogs, exactly one of which is a Labrador. All right, so we're going to award ribbons to both female dogs, which means that 2 males are going to get the other 2 ribbons, and we know for sure that 2 males are going to be out. And exactly one of these female dogs that wins a ribbon is a Labrador. Well, if exactly one is a Labrador, the other must be a Greyhound. The next condition tells us that exactly one Labrador wins a ribbon, where we've already placed that one female Labrador, so we know that the remaining dogs are going to be Greyhounds as well now. It then tells us that dogs P and R place ahead of dog S, and dog S places ahead of dogs Q and T. So you notice the only variable missing, or the only dog missing at this point, is U. And there are only 2 possibilities. Either U is before S, or U is after S. So let's draw them out. So in the situation where U is greater than S, we know that the first 3 dogs are going to be P, R, and U. S would be the 4th dog, and both Q and T would be out. The second possibility would be where U comes after S. Well, in that scenario, we know that P and R are 1 and 2, followed by S, and that is all we know for now. Turning our attention to the 6th condition, the 6th condition tells us that dogs P and R are Greyhounds. And the 7th and final condition tells us that S and U are Labradors. So now turning our attention back to our scenarios, notice in scenario 1, both S and U would win awards. But our third condition told us that exactly one Labrador wins a ribbon. So scenario 1 is invalid, again, because 2 Labradors would be winning. Which means that the only possible scenario is scenario 2. And again, we know S is a Labrador. And since we've placed our only Labrador, we know our other Labrador, U, must be out. Who's left? Again, Q and T. We know the remaining dogs are all Greyhounds. We know S is our female Labrador. And then again, we know both dogs that are out are male. And that would be the setup for this game.